Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Hello everyone, I hope that I'm live right now, guys. If you guys are able to listen me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. No issues whatsoever, right, guys? Okay, awesome, guys, awesome. So, yesterday some of the Google certificates have been sent. Has somebody received it? Let me just check on LinkedIn. If somebody would have received it, it should be on LinkedIn itself. So the Google certificates were released yesterday, guys. Did anybody receive that? Did you guys receive it? Not received. I just confirmed right now with the company itself. They said that they have sent it. Let me just confirm that with them. The students are saying that they haven't received the certificates. No, none of them have like got the certificates. Please take up a particular meet with Rishu right now itself. Confirm it once again because the students are saying none of them have received it. Please check it up right now. Now, this Google certificate is for the previous bootcamp, guys. This is not for this bootcamp. I'm being very clear with this. This Google certificate is for the previous bootcamp. This is not for this bootcamp. This bootcamp certificates will be given to you guys at the end of the bootcamp, right? So for those students who were there in the previous bootcamp, that is React JS bootcamp, have you guys received the Google certificate? For those students who were there in the previous bootcamp, guys, please check it up right now. Please get it checked via issue. Okay. And if there's any problem, let me know. Because this is not done right. They are spending a lot of time right over there. Both for Instagram as well as for Google, React.js, the Google as well as the Amazon certificates. Please do check it up once again. Uh, okay, for Instagram clone, Amazon has been released. Instagram clone. Please reconfirm right now. For Instagram clone bootcamp, I think so. The DevTown as well as the Amazon certificates have been sent, right? Only the Google certificate is remaining. So I think so. The Google certificate is going right now. What is the case? I don't know. I'm just confirming it with the company right now. I told my colleague to confirm it while I'm taking up the class, so you guys don't have to worry about that. Okay. Okay. So let me know, guys. What have we learned at yesterday's class, guys? Let's do a quick revision. What have we learned in our yesterday's class, guys? Please let me know. What have we learned in our yesterday's class, guys? Please let me know. We learned about variables. We learned about functions. We learned about lists. We learned something called as a loop right over there. Okay, what is a loop and how to implement a very simple loop. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Yes, everybody user defined functions, okay, inbuilt functions. We learned about that as well in our yesterday's class. Am I right? Okay, great. Awesome, guys. So, in our today's class, our aim is to continue from right over there. and learn a few more things. Okay, we learned about arguments and all those as well. Okay, some how to take up a default argument. We learned about that as well. What will happen if you are not putting up like the sort of arguments that are required right over there? So all these things we have already seen, right? What we need to do right now is that we need to iterate over it, learn a few more things. I also told you guys that there is a particular question. There is a particular interview question that we need to understand and we need to know the answer for. So that is also something that we'll be doing in our today's class. Okay, so shall we start from right over there, guys? Please let me know. Yes, we learned about concatenation as well. So what about Instagram clone last class? That is not going to happen right now, guys. I don't get enough time. Right now, I'm traveling. I'm in Delhi right now. It's too cold for me. I can only manage one boot camp at a time. If I get time, if I get some time in the evening, I will definitely do that. But right now, let's focus on the current class itself. Okay. Okay, guys. So let me just first of all open up the particular. So let me share my screen first. Okay. Okay. So I've shared my screen right over here. Are you guys able to see my screen? Saurav Kumar, I have been informed by the company that the certificates have been sent, but you guys are saying that you guys haven't received the certificate. So I've told my colleague to talk to the company once again to figure out what issue is happening. Okay, because I can only understand once the company tells me what has happened, then I can give you a direct answer. Okay, for both the Instagram clone as well as for the React.js bootcamp. So please be patient. Okay, let's focus upon the current class itself. So let me pop out the chart right over here. Okay. So Akash Fugare, you have already been marked absent, so you don't need the attendance today. If you're asking for attendance, that means you're not interested in the class. You have already been marked as absent, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay. So even what Jagriti Sharma, Akash Fugare, whatever you do, you guys are not going to get any certificates from our end. So do not waste your time. If you want to learn, you can learn. If you want to leave the class, you can leave, but you are not going to get any certificates from our end. Yeah, I'm being very clear with that. Okay, so right over here, let us open up the collab notebook. And I think so. Which notebook are we working with? Okay, I'm not able to see it right over here. We'll just work with the new notebook itself then. Okay. Okay, guys. So, did somebody understand the question from? Can somebody repeat the question from yesterday, guys? Please let me know. Can somebody repeat the question from yesterday, guys? What was the question? Anjita Aik asked this question after I've taken up after the class is over. After I've said that, okay, we'll do it. The class is over. Then ask this question. I'll help you out with the answer. But right now, focus on the class itself. Sayada Maria, if for a boot camp, usually we release four certificates for a boot camp. One is a volunteer appreciation certificate, other one will be a DevTown certificate, other one will be an Amazon certificate, and then a Google certificate. So four certificates are in total for every single boot camp. Okay, so the question was very simple. Write a program to print the sum of all the numbers entered by user using function. So whatever number of arguments the user wants to provide to a particular function, a function should be able to take all of them in and then give us the sum of those numbers as an answer. Let us look at the very first and the basic thing. Okay, for example, right over here, let's create a function def. Let's name this function as some args. Okay, and we are having some a comma b comma c. Okay, these are the three arguments that we are having right over here. What does this particular function print? So print a plus b plus c. That's it. That is what it does. As simple as that. I'm very sorry. This does not have the curly braces. I've been coding in JavaScript for so long that I got confused. So as you're able to see, I've created a very simple function called as sum args, which takes in three arguments, A, B, and C. And then whenever the user inputs, for example, you are having some underscore args args uh, 1 comma 2 comma 3 right over here, then you will be able to get, but I didn't receive the appreciation certificate for Python and artificial intelligence. Yeah, for that you have to do a particular task that will be given right now, and then you will be able to get the certificate. So that task hasn't been given up till now. Okay, so as you are able to see right over here, guys, some asks 1 comma 2 comma 3. What will happen right over here, guys? What will happen right over here? Hemil Shah, you will also not be able to get any certificates from this boot camp because your main goal is the attendance, not to study. We don't give certificates. So let me give you guys a very frank answer. Here in this boot camp, there are three volunteers that have no job just to look at the live chat. Any student who's asking for attendance in the middle of the class, any student who's causing a ruckus in the middle of the class, they have just one job, just to note down their names. And once they have got their names, they just blacklist them from the attendance. That's it. No matter if they have 10 days of attendance out of 7 as well, they still don't get the certificates. So if you guys want to make sure that you guys are getting the certificates, you're getting the benefits of the boot camp, you have to make sure that you are following the curriculum of the boot camp as well. That is to learn, to grow. That is the aim of the boot camp, not attendance. Okay. So right over here, guys, as you're able to see, let's connect it and let's run this up right over here. And as you will be able to see in a few minutes, it will just print the sum of all the three numbers. Now, there is a very big problem, right? Our aim was not just to print the sum of three numbers. Our aim is to print the sum of maybe two numbers, maybe one number, maybe six numbers, maybe eight numbers, maybe three numbers. I don't know right over there. So, how to do that? This is where the concept of variable arguments come into picture, or variable parameters come into picture. Right over here, I will create like the same particular function, just a different name. So def sum args args1. Okay, I'm just naming it as that, and I'll put up star a args. Okay, I can name it as star args. I can name it as star anything. As star shaurya as well. It is up to you guys. Okay, it is up to you guys. Usually, when you take up a variable name, okay, you want it to be meaningful. Star Shaurya does not tell you anything. Okay, so usually I will put up star args underscore sum, okay, or something like that. That you can do it. I'm currently putting up star args right over there, and then I'm going to put up the semicolon here. Sorry, colon here, and now this args is nothing else, but it will create a list for all the values that you enter. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? It will create a particular point. Somebody saying pointer. Guys, in Python, you don't have a pointer. Okay? You have references, but you don't have a pointer in Python. I know you have studied C, C++, C sharp. In Python, you don't have it. Okay? So, right over here, guys, this args will contain it in a format of a list. Let's see that. Let's try to understand it. Okay? For example, if I create a particular so sum underscore args, I'm calling this particular function. I'm calling this particular function, guys, 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Okay, this is the arguments that I'm providing to the function. This is the arguments I'm providing to the function while calling it up. Now, what was the original definition of the function? Def sum underscore args underscore 1 star args right over here. So this star args is now going to be a list that contains these elements inside of it. This is going to be a list that contains these elements inside of it. For example, if I'm doing this, my final result will be that there will be an args args list which will represent 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Are you guys able to understand this right now, or still you guys are not able to understand it? Are you guys able to understand this right now? Still you guys are confused with this? What is the meaning of star? That is how you basically put up like it's a syntax, guys. How can I explain it to you guys? It basically states that there will be multiple arguments passed to you. There'll be multiple arguments passed to you. You don't know whether it is going to be one argument, two argument, three argument, four argument, 10 arguments. You don't know that. So you put up star args that represents that okay, multiple arguments can be sent towards you. Now this args will then contain all the arguments that are coming your way into a list so that it is easily accessible. Okay, so that it is easily accessible, guys. If you are not able to understand this, there is a very high probability that yesterday you didn't pay attention, you didn't revise yesterday's class properly, you didn't practice yesterday's class after the class got over. If that is something that you're doing, then of course you guys are not going to understand, because we are carrying the concepts from yesterday into today. We are not learning new concepts right over here. None of this is any new concept. We already know about arguments, we already know about functions, we already know that a particular function can take up as many arguments as possible, just that we have to define those parameters. Okay, so here what we are doing is we are putting up star args because we don't know how many arguments are going to come towards us. We have already learned about lists, so there's nothing to understand about this. The only thing that remains is that okay, if we do this, this is going to happen. That's it. There's nothing to understand about it, because a understanding part got over yesterday itself. What is the list? You understood that. What is a particular argument? You understood that. What is a parameter? You understood that. Now there's a question and you just need the answer. You don't need to understand. There's nothing to understand here. What will you understand here? Nothing. There's nothing to understand here. The question is pretty simple. We have a problem statement. We want to take in as many arguments as possible. We don't know how many arguments are there. So the solution for that, the syntax for that is this. Similar to like I want to print something to my screen. So what is the solution? What is the particular process? What is the syntax for that? So print and then hello world. That is the solution. There's nothing to understand about that, right? Okay. So we'll go back and now what we need to do. Okay, so we have created this. Okay. Now we know that once we do that, we get a particular list that will contain all the elements inside of it. Now, how can we access those elements? Can somebody let me know? I can't understand that this argument contains as many arguments as we want. Yes, absolutely yes. It is basically yesterday only we studied about lists, right? What is a list? It can contain a lot of different data inside of it. So whatever arguments that you are filling it up right over here, when we are calling the particular function, whatever, how many? I'm filling up 4 arguments right over here. So this args is a particular list that will contain 4 arguments right over there. Now what do we need to do? We need to use a for loop to get the sum of all the elements right over here, guys. How can we do that? We want to get the sum of all the elements present in this particular list. So we have come to this particular level. Okay, let me scroll down. Okay, so after this, what do we want to do? We want to get the sum of all the elements in this list. That is all that we want to do. So for let's sum is equals to 0. Let's initialize sum. Okay, sum is equals to 0. That is our answer. That is the final answer that we want. Okay, for x in args, okay, sum is equals to sum plus x. Okay, is able to understand this, and then print x. Okay, is able to see this? Please let me know. We have initialized our final result. This is the result that we want. We want the value of sum. So initially we are initializing sum as 0. We are initializing sum as 0 for x in args, for every element that is present in the list args. Okay, we are going to do sum is equals to sum plus x. We're going to do sum is equals to sum plus x, guys. We're going to add x to sum. And then at the very end, we are going to print x. Sorry, we are going to print sum. I'm very sorry, guys. Thank you so much for pointing that out. I've written print x. Okay, print sum, guys. Okay, thank you so much for pointing that out. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Like, we use star args in any function. That means we can pass as many arguments. Am I right? Absolutely right. Okay, absolutely right. Yes. Now, guys, here one more thing you need to, again, this is a convention in Python, guys. That is what I'm explaining to you guys. Using X right over here is usually wrong. Okay. From a convention standpoint, rules and regulations, everything is fine. This will run properly as well. Okay. But from a standpoint of convention, usually this is wrong. For example, this is a particular list. Okay. This list contains only arguments inside of it. This list contains only arguments inside of it, right? This is also an argument, 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 right? And the name of the list is args, plural. The name of this args is plural, guys. Plural. Are you guys able to see this? The name of the list is args, plural. So each of these will be called as arg, singular. What is args? Dude, come on, man. The entire Ramayana is over and you are asking what is args, then I can't help you out with that. The entire Ramayana is over, you are asking what is args, I cannot help you out with that. I think so you need to restart the class. Okay. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? So instead of using instead of using X right over here, okay, the convention will basically state that you should use the singular form of that. ARG. Arg. That is what we want to do. For arg in args. For the singular object in args, guys. Now, many of you guys are having this question, why do we need to initialize sum is equals to 0? Have you told Python what is sum? You are writing sum is equals to sum plus argument. Have you told Python what is sum? What is the value of sum? What are you adding? First of all, you don't know what is sum itself. You have not told Python where is sum. The entire particular exam, the entire particular code that you have written, you have not told Python what is sum right over there. And then you are adding sum to some particular object itself to find its value. How is that going to happen? You need to initialize it. You need to tell Python that, okay, the value of sum is 0. Okay. And then, okay, sum is equal to sum plus argument. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Okay. We'll go back. We'll write the code for it then. Okay. So sum is equals to 0. Then we'll go with for arg in args args. Sum is equals to sum plus arg print sum, and we'll print sum underscore args args underscore 1 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6. Let's run this. Let's see if everything is working fine or not. Okay, it's not working fine. I did some error right over there. What error did I do? Okay. I have written sun instead of sum. Okay, I had written sun instead of sum, guys. Thank you so much for pointing that out. Okay, so now everything is working fine according to me. I hope so. 6 plus 1, 7, 5 plus 2, 7, 4 plus 3, 7, 7 into 3, 21 itself. Everything is working fine. Am I right, guys? No issues whatsoever. Were you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Why didn't you use sum? Because again, we are here to learn everything from the basics. Not many people know about that. Our job was to learn a little bit about for loops. So I used that. Our job was to learn a little bit about functions and taking up more than one argument. Okay, and variable arguments itself. So again, I use that. So see, the point is that using this example, I was able to teach you guys multiple different things. That is the meaning. Okay. Okay, so everybody was able to understand everything up till here, right? And if you are not able to understand, don't write, so I couldn't understand or something like that. You have to specify exactly what you were not able to understand. You have to specify exactly what you were not able to understand, guys. Is that okay with everybody? Okay, so now we'll stop with Python, guys. We'll not continue with Python anymore. We'll stop right over here. Okay, you don't have to worry about that. I will be taking up the attendance right now, and then we'll start with AI. Okay, we are not going to stop. Okay, we are not going to stop. The class is not over. I'm just taking up the attendance for today's class. Okay, and then we'll start off with AI, guys. Okay, artificial intelligence will start off immediately itself. One more thing, guys, as you know that this bootcamp is completely free of cost. We don't charge anything for this bootcamp. Our main aim is to make sure that you guys are pushing yourself to learn. You guys are making sure that daily you're giving some time on your of your life to learn new things, to code, to grow a little bit more. Maybe not in coding, maybe in some other field, but at least continuously learn right over there. That is the main aim of this particular bootcamp, guys. We are going to help you guys out. We love you guys at the end of the day. That is the reason why we provided you guys with the boot camp, free internship program, and everything. Now, for those students who are interested in the free internship program, guys, that is the citizen program of DevTown. You guys are going to get your very first task very soon. Please make sure that you guys are doing the task properly, because without doing the task, you will not get selected as a citizen. And certificates, internship certificates actually matter a lot. Letter of recommendation, internship certificates by a particular company in tech is going to help you guys out a lot down in the road. Okay, when you will be applying for other internships or other job roles as well. Take it up seriously. That is the only reason why we have created it, because that is important for you. Okay. See, I would have given the bootcamp certificates to everybody just registering for the bootcamp as well, but we have an attendance policy. Why? Because we want to give the certificates to students who actually are learning. In a similar manner, the internship certificates as well, I could have given it to every single student registering for the particular program. But why not? Because I want them to work a little bit to get the certificate. It shouldn't be like it's free, of course, but it shouldn't be free fund. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. How do you earn profit? Why do you teach us for free? So I already have a job, so I don't really care about money, right? Even if we charge something for any of our programs or something like that, it's just so that we are able to pay our mentors. That's it. So for me, DevTown is more of something of a community that I wanted when I was in college. I wanted that. I wanted a particular elder brother to help me out to learn new things. And I had that, but it was very difficult for every single student to have that, guys. That is the only reason why I created DevTown, and that is the only reason why I do it everything for free or at cost. Okay, so I'm going to provide you guys with the particular attendance link right now. We are going to start with AI next. The attendance link is going to be closed at 8:51, guys. I'm going to provide the attendance link only for 2 minutes. After that, I will not even provide the attendance link. The attendance link will be closed exactly at 8:51. We are going to continue with our class, guys. The class is not over. We will be continuing with our AI. Okay, understanding what is AI, just the basics itself today. Then tomorrow we'll be going into the algorithm that we're going to use for our project. And we'll even start with our coding of our project from our tomorrow's class itself, because we don't have a lot of time, guys. We'll start with the coding of our particular project in our tomorrow's class itself. So please start filling up the attendance. The attendance thing will be closed exactly at 8:51. And I will stop providing the attendance at exactly in the next 1 minute. After that, I will not even provide the attendance, because the attendance was there in the live chat. Thank you so much, Diksha. I hope so that you are going to be a part of this particular uh, session, and you guys are going to learn a lot from here. Okay. The attendance link is in the live chat, guys. Yesterday's class you said about DP and CA. Yes. So how to access notes from GitHub? Can you please repeat the process? My the yesterday's video is still on YouTube itself. You can just go on that video and just look at what I did right over there. Okay, instead of repeating myself, you can just look at the video. So do you get interns off campus? See, usually the interns that comes to me is usually on a volunteer basis. They want to work with me and they come. I'm more than thankful for them to help me out with the same. Otherwise, sometimes when I hire, I just hire through the WhatsApp groups and everything, or through colleges itself. So I'm in second semester CSE first year. What should be my priority in this semester? Learn data structures and algorithms, learn competitive programming, learn one technology in its depth. Okay. Just curious, what does your elder bro do right now? He's in US. He's currently working for Microsoft there itself. He was first working for Microsoft in India. Now he's working for Microsoft there. So yeah, that is what he's doing right now. When I was in college, he was working in Microsoft in the first 2 years, and in the next 2 years, he had already went abroad to study. He was like studying in, what was the name of that college? I always forget. Michigan University. So studying in Michigan right over there. I didn't get any call for internship, so you will be getting a call because we only have three people who are making the calls to all the students. That is going to take them some time to reach out to every single one of you. Okay, so it might take us a little bit time, guys. Okay, so the campus ambassador event showing on your website, is that free internship program? Because I've applied for that. Please clarify. Yes, absolutely yes. So yeah. For Python, how much deeper do we have to learn? Just the notes that I've provided is more than sufficient for learning the programming language itself. I've not received the certificate of appreciation for Instagram clone bootcamp. So if you have not done the task, a task will be allotted to you. If you have not done that, you will not receive the certificate as well. Okay. Actually, I filled the attendance yesterday with another email, but all the details are the same for 3 days. Will I be marked absent yesterday? Absolutely yes. Yes, you will be marked as absent. You have to fill up the attendance with the exact same email ID. If you're filling up the attendance with different email IDs, we will not be able to get you guys the attendance for that day. So I'm confused with starting something as I am in second year of computer engineering. If you're confused, that is what is wrong with you. Okay, do not get confused. Just start learning. Okay, just start learning data structure algorithms, competitive programming. Okay, and one domain topic, that is more than sufficient, guys. For app development, which language is most important? If you are going with app development, you are already doomed. First of all, there's no companies hiring for app development anymore. Uh, that is the wrong concept. They are hiring for mobile application development. Okay, cross-platform mobile application development, guys. That is what companies want to hire for. And for that, again, you have to learn JavaScript, you have to learn React JS, you have to learn React Native at the end. That is how you can qualify for the same. Okay, but if you are thinking that you want to get into app development, then you are already wrong. Okay, we'll stop right over there, guys. Now that is not the time to answer those questions. Okay, let's start with a very simple question from my end to your end itself, guys. Okay, I'm having a very simple question for you. What is AI? I know you guys are here to learn about AI itself, but what is your understanding of AI? I want to understand. Maybe you think about it as like the Terminator robot that is going to kill all of us one day, or like Chitti the robot itself. Maybe you think about AI as like the Tesla cars or something like that. Like, what do you understand by artificial intelligence? What's the very first thing that comes to your mind when I utter the word artificial intelligence, guys? Can you guys let me know? Can you guys let me know? Let's come back to like studies, guys. Okay, AI is something that reduces human work. Okay, okay. Informative robot chat GPT. Okay, automation of our work. Okay, technology which uses for automation, artificial brain to devices. Okay, artificial brain to devices once again. What else is there? Trained brain, blue brain. Okay, advanced level of manual work. Okay, okay. So your definitions of AI is very like very specific. Okay, it is basically like I'm talking about mathematics. I'm asking you the definition of what is maths and you guys are telling me the definition of what is addition, what is multiplication, what is division, what is subtraction, what is like statistics, what is econometrics. You're giving me the definitions of things that exist inside of AI. You're actually not giving me the definition of AI, guys. What is happening right now is that because social media uses the term AI to describe anything and everything that comes under it. Okay, like for example, Chat GPT, it is not just an AI. Like it is an AI, of course, but it is not like that is the definition of AI. Chat GPT is a very, 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 very small part of the AI ecosystem. Think about Chat GPT as an implementation of addition. Like 2 plus 4 is what Chat GPT is, that is made using something that is called as addition, that is present inside of mathematics. So mathematics के अंदर आता है addition, addition के अंदर आपका 2 plus 4 है. That is what your Chat GPT is. And because that is getting famous and everybody refers to it as Chat GPT itself, okay, it's basically a part of LLMs, okay, large language models. Okay, it is a part of transformers. Transformers are a part of deep learning and neural networks itself. That's a part of machine learning. That is a part of artificial intelligence. So try to understand this, guys, that what AI is a branch of science. It is a branch of science that tries to mimic the human brain. That was the definition of artificial intelligence back in 1950. That was the definition of artificial intelligence back in 1950. That has been changed completely right now. And right now, the definition of AI is that AI is the branch of science that takes inspiration from other branches such as neurology, mathematics, econometrics, statistics, probability, and multiple other game theory and others as well to create algorithms, that can mimic a particular human work. That's it. That's it. It is nothing. It is not something that is artificially intelligent. It is actually nothing else but just maths. It is actually nothing else but just maths at the back end. Now, the problem with Chat GPT and all this is that maths gets so complicated that you will not be able, even researchers will not be able to understand that. Because that is such a complicated math, because your computer is very powerful. It is even powerful than your brain itself. Not this computer is shit, okay, but like I'm talking about supercomputers and everything. They're very powerful. They can do like trillions of mathematical computations simultaneously itself. And for them, it is very easy to do that complex mathematical like architecture itself and get a particular answer. But for us, if we see that, we will not even be able to understand it. And hence, we consider that it is artificially intelligent, but it is not. At the end of the day, it is just mathematics that is happening in the back end. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Can we do DSA with Python? Sal Kumar? Absolutely not. Okay, that is my answer. Now focus upon the class. Okay, absolutely not. Now focus upon the class itself. Okay, great, guys. So let's do one thing. Let us open up OneNote and let's try to understand this, guys. Okay, so AI, like I said, is a very big branch of science, guys. Now it has multiple other sub branches that comes under it. For example, there is soft computing, uh, probabilistic graphs. You are having your machine learning, one of the subparts of artificial intelligence that is very famous. So it is not AI and ML. Many people do this. Okay, they go to an interview and then they will say, I'm currently studying AI and ML. If a particular person who is taking up your interview knows like is of the data science field itself, he will immediately be able to understand that you don't even know what is the difference between AI and machine learning. You don't even know what is the difference between AI and machine learning as well, and you are saying that you are learning that. So he will immediately in his mind will be rejecting you right over there. Machine learning is a sub part of artificial intelligence, and one of the sub parts of machine learning is deep learning. One of the sub parts of machine learning is deep learning. These are not three separate things. Please try to understand this. Okay. Then you are having multiple other branches as well. That is not something that we are like game theory based algorithms and all those. We are not interested in that. Our main topic of interest is usually these three. Usually these three are our main topic of interest. That is okay, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. At any particular point of time, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. If you are missing out on one attendance, you will still get the certificates. If you are missing out on multiple attendances, then we can't help you out with that. Please now focus upon the class itself, guys. Okay. Now, so what is this relationship between AI, ML, and DL? Okay. So first of all, artificial intelligence, we understand that it is a big branch of science like mathematics. Machine learning is like arithmetics. Okay, machine learning is that like arithmetics right over there. It basically states that using data, we can make a machine learn certain things about a particular topic. That's it. That is what machine learning says. Machine learning states that using data, we can feed the data to a computer and we can make that particular computer learn on that data. Just like we learn for exams, right? We take a book, that is data, we learn from that data, and then we can go into the real world and like solve a particular test, right? Write the question and answers right over there. In a similar manner, for a particular computer as well, for a machine, we provide it with some data, it learns from that data, and then it goes into the real world to do some practice right over there, guys. Okay, and then you're having DL. Deep learning is a sub branch of machine learning, which is heavily inspired by the human brain. Just like human brains have neurons, and how does the neuron communicate with each other, all these kind of things, deep learning is based on that architecture itself. Now, under deep learning, you're having your transformer models and all that. Under that, you're having your LLMs and all that. So that is completely different. Okay, so that comes under deep learning itself. So if you don't know AI, if you don't know machine learning, if you don't know deep learning, and you're like, oh, I'm going to get into artificial intelligence, I'm going to build chat GPT, dude, it is just not possible. Okay, your basics are all only like just not there. Like the foundation is not weak, it is just not there itself. So that is what you guys need to understand. The next thing that is there are some other terms that you might have heard about. Okay, for example, computer vision, natural language processing. Okay, have you guys heard about these terms? Computer vision, natural language processing. Any other terms that you guys have heard about? Any other terms that you guys have heard about? Computer vision, natural language processing. Any other terms that you guys have heard about? Please let me know. Any other terms that you guys have heard about? Neural network is basically what deep learning is based off. Okay, neural network is basically what deep learning is based off. Okay, neural network comes right over here. It is not separate. Okay, LLMs, I've already told you guys that that is also a part, like an implementation of deep learning is LLMs, large language models. Okay, so it comes as a hybrid between NLP and DL. Artificial network, that is the basic of like again deep learning itself. That is not something different. Okay, CNN, RNN, again, everything comes under deep learning right over there. Okay, so let's try to understand this, guys. So this computer vision and natural language processing is a particular, and LLMs as well, are an implementation of these algorithms. All these new machine learning algorithms, deep learning algorithms, AI algorithms itself, you need to implement it to do something, right? So these are all algorithms. For example, in deep learning, you're having an algorithm called as artificial neural networks. Okay, that is an algorithm under deep learning. Now, how to use this algorithm? We use this algorithm to give the ability to a computer to see the surroundings, to see the environment around itself. That is called as computer vision. For example, Tesla cars. Okay. For example, your Google Lens. Okay, it is able to detect certain things itself. For example, you are having the IR blaster, okay, that is able to measure the length. iPhones is able to measure the length right through the IR camera itself. So all that is basically computer vision. Okay, all that is what is DL, sir? Please explain to me. It is just an algorithm under machine learning. You don't need to understand it because that is not, this bootcamp is not based on that. We will be having a bootcamp on DL. We'll be going in depth into DL as well. You don't have to worry about that. Right now, if you want to just understand what is deep learning, think about it as an machine learning algorithm that is inspired by the human brain. And how does the human brain work? For example, the neurons. How does a neuron form a network inside of your brain itself? How do they communicate with each other? How do they give an output to the body itself? So how does the brain actually function? According to that, has been inspired to create deep learning. Okay, that is the main fact about deep learning itself. Okay, computer vision basically is very simple, guys. You use these algorithms to give the ability to a computer to perceive its environment. That is called as computer vision. Natural language processing, again, extremely simple, guys. It basically states that you use these algorithms to give the ability to a computer to understand human language. That is all. To understand human language. For example, like translator, Google Translate itself, it translates one language to another. That happens due to NLP. You're giving a particular book as an input and getting a summary of that book. NLP, understanding the text and giving you a summary. Siri, okay, Google, Alexa, okay, all these are examples of NLP itself, natural language processing. It basically processes and understands the natural language of humans. Again, this is not something different. This is an implementation, an application of AI, ML, and DL. It's not different. It is just an application right over there, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. How do computer understand surroundings by maths? Fucking it uses a camera to get the input and then to understand that input, to perceive that input. It uses deep learning like layers as well as some machine learning layers right over there to understand the environment around it. That is how your smart cars work. The automatic cars, that is self-driving cars like Tesla work, right? Okay, the next thing is LLM. So LLMs are basically large language models. So it is basically a derivative of like transformers models and natural language processing itself that aims to understand and predict words that are there throughout like large languages. Okay, like for example, not just a particular paragraph or not just a particular book, but actually billions and billions of words itself, billions and billions of books and pages and everything. It is able to understand and create a model of understanding that language around it. That is what large language models is. It is basically a part of like, it is very big. Okay, it's not something that we can easily execute. We can use a particular already trained model and then create something out of it. That can be done very easily, but to create everything from scratch, to just train one LLM at one time, a small LLM as well, just to train that, it takes us $800. I've already spent that. I already know it. It takes $800 to create and train just one small LLM on your own. And if it fails, and 90% of the time it will fail, guys. Okay, I'm telling you guys right now, it's a 90% of the time it will fail. So if you want to create your own LLM from scratch, from the basics, that is going to be very, very, very costly right over there. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Yes. Okay, the next thing, one more term that you guys might have heard about is data science. Where does data science stand in all of this? Okay, our aim is not to understand machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, computer vision. There's just some extra information right over there. These are on its own big topics itself that you have to study separately. I'm just explaining you guys, giving you guys an intuition on these topics. Our aim is just AI. Our aim is just the AI itself. We're going to learn about an algorithm in our next class tomorrow. We're going to start programming. That's it. Our aim is not to understand everything else, but I'm just giving you guys an intuition so that even after leaving this bootcamp, somebody asks you, that at least able to explain it to them that, okay, you are wrong, or this is the difference between the two. Okay, that is all that you have to do. So right over here, guys, data science is pretty simple. It is like a toolbox to deal with data. It is this. basically involves on learning about the science behind data. Okay, science behind data. So it is like a toolbox. It contains like a hammer. It contains like a chisel. I don't know. I'm just drawing certain shapes right over here. I have no idea about the toolbox and what it contains. Let's see. It contains a chainsaw. Okay, this is my chainsaw right over here. Okay, and so on and so forth. It contains multiple tools, right? Like a screwdriver. Okay, a screwdriver right over here. Okay, and so on and so forth, guys. So data science is nothing else, but it has a lot of different tools which can utilize to understand data, look into the data, to understand the science behind data itself. One of these tools is artificial intelligence. AI is just one of these tools. AI is not completely data science, or like there's no relationship between the two. If you want to learn data science, you have to understand AI. And guys, being very, very fine with you guys, you are not going to get a placement in AI. I'm just openly laying it out for you guys. You are not going to get a placement in AI until unless you are a big ass researcher. Okay, big ass researcher, guys, which you guys are not. Most of you guys are not. Until unless you guys are not a very big researcher, you guys are not going to get a placement in AI. You can get a placement in data science. That is your aim. Your aim is not to get a placement in AI. If there are like somewhere around 1 million people in a particular classroom, the chances of just one getting an AI job is also very less. Very less. You don't get placements as an AI engineer as a fresher. I'm talking about a freshie itself. You don't get it. It's impossible. Until unless you are just out of this world, you are a brilliant student. You guys have written like 5, 6 AI papers itself. You go to conferences. You have done internships somewhere in artificial intelligence. That is separately. That's very different. But nobody is able to do that. Nobody. At the end of the day, if you want to get into AI as well, you will have to start your journey as a data science student. As a data science student itself. Are you guys able to understand this? This is to inform that I have received Google certificate for Instagram clone bootcamp. Okay, I think so. The company has started sending the certificates. That's really great. Okay, now in data science, there are multiple different things that are there. Okay, it's not just AI. There are other tools as well, like I said. So there will be Python. Okay, Python will be one of the tools. Okay, data analytics. Okay, data analytics. That will include your NumPy, Pandas, so Python packages, NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn. That is already there in the Python nodes that I've contained. Okay, Python packages. Okay, then you are going to have like something like Excel, Power BI, Tableau. Okay, all this will be contained under data analytics itself. Then you have your data engineering. Then you will have your data wrangling. Then you will have your data and deployment. This is what basically constitutes your data science as a field. This is what it basically constitutes. So yeah, data analytics will also include SQL as well. SQL will also come up right over here under data analytics. Okay, so try to understand this, guys. What is the meaning behind this? Data analytics basically says that you don't have to predict anything, you don't have to do anything. This is data. This is your plain as data. Tell me what you are able to learn from this data. What is the knowledge that you are able to gain from this data itself? You don't have to predict anything. You don't have to do anything. This is data. Tell me what are you able to learn from this data? What insights are you able to get from this data itself? Now to do that, you are having Python packages. You are having Excel, Power BI, Tableau. That is for business analytics itself. And then you're having SQL. So you have to learn it right over there. That is data analytics. It is just for data engineering. It basically states that data is not just present in one particular field. Okay, for example, data is just not present in a particular database. It can be present on the website. It can be present inside of an API. It can be present on a data lake itself. It can be present inside of a database as well. It can be present inside of an Excel sheet as well. And each of these data can be very different. Maybe in one of the data, there is just the name of the person. In the other data, it is first name and last name. In the next particular data, it is just the first name. Last name is not even there itself. Now, you have to collect data from all these sources. You have to clean this data, process this data, and then you have to load this data into one single format. You have to unify all this data together into one single format itself. That is what is called as ETL. You're extracting data from various different sources. For example, water, right? Water is not just present in lakes and rivers. It is present in lakes, it is present in rivers, it is present in like some daldal, it is present inside of rivers, inside of oceans. Okay, it is present inside of a particular tank on your roof itself. It is present as rain right over there. So to collect water from all these different sources, you will have to then purify it in the same format. Okay, that is drinkable water itself. So you have to purify it, and the purification process will be different based on where are you getting that water from. Purification process will be different based on where are you getting the water from, guys. So that is called as extracting the water from different sources, then transforming the water, cleaning the water, and then loading the water into one tank. That is what data engineering is. ETL. Okay, ETL pipelining, this is what it is called as. Then you go to data wrangling. That basically means dealing with various different kinds of data. For example, you are having Excel data, Power BI data, Tableau data. You are having data that is a video format, audio format data, picture based data, text based data, number based data. So dealing with various different kinds of data right over there, that is called as data wrangling. And then data and deployment is basically like you have created an AI model, or you have created some insights, how to showcase it to the client. Okay, to create a website for that, to create an Android app for that, that they're able to not everybody knows AI, not everybody knows programming, and that will be your client. So how to get your model, how to get your insights to a particular person, to a stakeholder in a format that does not require coding. So that is what data and deployment is. Now, if you're choosing any one of these fields and working for it, okay, I will just learn data engineering, it is impossible. All these fields are overlapping with each other. ETL pipelining you just cannot do without actually understanding Python packages, without actually understanding Excel, Power BI, Tableau, because that is the different tools that you need to get the data from, without actually understanding SQL, because you will require SQL to get the data from databases as well. So you just cannot start data engineering without data analytics. Now, if you want to learn data wrangling, then data wrangling is basically dealing with data, and to deal with data, you need data engineering and data analytics right over there, so that you are able to deal with data. Data and deployment. If you don't know any of these, how will you deploy the data? It is impossible right over there. You have to make sure that you are learning all of these. Now, one more particular, so in AI and DS branch, is there any placement? Now, if you're still asking like this, that is AI and DS branch has any placements, you will not be able to get a placement, because even after explaining all this, you still feel that AI and data science are two separate things. When you're saying data science, artificial intelligence is already included inside of it. These are not two separate things. When you're saying AI separately, that's fine. But if you're saying data science, then AI is already included inside of it. You don't have to say AI and DS. Again, placements are there. There are no like, for example, in data science, up till now, we have got 98% placement ratio just at DevTown. 98% placement ratio. That is an average package of more than 14 lakhs per annum. So placements are there. Just that if you are just learning AI, if you're just learning Python, yeah, and you're just learning data analytics, and you're expecting you're going to get a job, that's not going to happen, guys. The competition has increased a lot. Okay, you have to learn all of these. What is data mining? Data mining is nothing else but getting knowledge from data. That is it. Data mining is just a concept. It is not a particular thing that you have to learn separately. Okay, it basically is data analytics itself. Getting knowledge from data using AI, using data analytics, using data engineering, using data wrangling to understand data, to get some information out of data is called as data mining. Okay. Okay, are you guys able to understand up till here? Is somebody still facing issues right over there, guys? Is somebody still facing issues right over there, guys? Please let me know. What exactly is the database? Basically, a particular place to store data. That's it. That is what is the database. Okay, I can explain it in that particular format. Like, for example, for storing water, you need a fucking water tank. In a similar manner, for storing data, you need a database itself. As simple to that. What is needed to become a data scientist? Experience as a data analyst. You don't become data scientist directly. For me, I was able to become a data scientist direct, like an intern as a data scientist directly, because at that point of time, like they were hiring for that. So I was like very lucky enough, and I had a lot of experience as intern working in different companies as a data analyst, for in startups as well as in Reliance. For 6 months, I had worked as a data analyst intern. So that is the reason why I had got the opportunity to work as an intern as a data scientist. But for you guys, experience is what makes a data scientist, not knowledge. Okay, knowledge will help you get a data analyst, data engineering job. Once you get that, you have to get some experience, and with experience, you can then start applying for data scientist position itself. Okay. Okay. So the next thing that I want you guys to understand right now is that, again, guys, the boot camp is completely free of cost. We're not charging anything for the boot camps. Please focus upon the class. Come here to learn new things. Grow from right over here. That is our aim, guys. Okay. What is the difference between data analyst and data analytics? The same difference between mathematics and mathematician. Okay, one is a job, and the other one is like the knowledge that he needs. That's it. Okay. For those students who have already missed on the attendance has already been taken up pretty early within the class itself. For those who have already missed on the attendance, I don't care if your network was gone, because I am getting these messages right now itself. I don't care if your like network was gone or something like that. I know you were not there in the class. You have come late in the class itself. I really don't care about it. I never ever open up the attendance link once I've closed it. You should know that about me. If you are new, so I'm telling you guys this, I never open up the attendance link once again. Now you guys have missed out on your attendance, but still you guys have an opportunity. Come to tomorrow's class on time. I take up the attendance early on in the class itself. If you are not filling up the attendance, you will not get the certificates. If you are missing out on one of the attendances, you will still get the certificates, guys. You'll still get the certificates. But if you're missing out on two attendances, the certificate is gone from your hand. If you are serious about getting the certificate, come to the class on time. Okay, there's nothing else you can do about it. For data science and data analytics, should we use Excel or Python? Which is the best? Python you have to learn for doing data science and data analytics. Excel is just one of the tools that you have to learn, but you have to learn that as well. Can we learn data science externally if our current trade is not related to it? Absolutely yes. And believe me in this, guys, that I have trained students from commerce, I've trained students from metallurgy, I've trained students from biology as well, who was currently doing MBBS in data science. And they are not looking for jobs in data science field or in IT field itself, but they use that particular knowledge to implement it in their work, implement in their business, implement it in their father's business in one of the cases as well, to grow it. So it is not just so every company, why are they like, yo, we need data science people, we need data science people? Because it helps to understand their business, predict their business, and take the right decisions at the right time. Okay. I'm a first year student. Can we mention DevTown internship and resume? If you are able to get it, then yes. I am first. So the attendance is taken up, guys. They have already taken up the attendance. I'm not going to reshare the attendance. The class is over. I'm just answering some of the questions in the meanwhile. I'm a first year student, and this is my first boot camp. Can you bring boot camps in data science and web development for freshies like us? Absolutely, yes. The next boot camp is on backend web development. The next boot camp that is going to start from 22nd is on backend web development itself. Data visualization comes under which category? Data analytics. So that is the packages of Python, NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn. That is data visualization. Then your Power BI, Tableau, Excel. You use that for data visualization once again. Okay. I've chosen AI ML over plain CSE. I shouldn't regret it. No, there's no regret. Okay. Whatever, if you think that your college is going to teach you something to get placements, you're absolutely wrong. That is what you should regret. Okay. College is not going to teach you anything for your placements. You have to learn everything on your own itself. No matter if you choose CSE, no matter you choose civil, you chose mechanical. If you want placement, you study everything on your own. College is not going to teach you anything, guys. Can you make an ML bootcamp? Definitely yes. I'm already planning for it. The bootcamp is over, guys. Sorry, the class is over, guys. For those who want to leave, they can leave. I'm just answering some of the questions. Okay. For those who want to leave, they can leave, guys. I'm just answering some of the questions, guys. Okay. So one attendance missed, is it okay? If you have missed just one attendance, then it's fine. But more than that, we'll not be able to help you out with the same. I'm a first year student in data analytics. I learned Java before learning Python. Now, what more? Okay, if you have already learned Java, start learning data structures and algorithms, and then competitive programming. That should be the focus arena where your main brain should be applied. And then in the secondary, if you get some time, then start learning data analytics, start learning a little bit of AI, machine learning, deep learning, then go towards the rest of the topics. But again, your main focus should be Java, data structure algorithms, and then competitive programming. Without that, you cannot expect any jobs. Okay. Is Flutter worth learning? No, not at all. You will not get any jobs. You can get internships by learning Flutter, but not jobs. Okay. Why is blockchain not in demand? Because there is no funding. Blockchain was just a hype that was there. Just a hype during the COVID period was just a hype. Okay, companies was getting fundings like anything. Startups were raising like anything itself. They were hiring people up and down. Right now, no startup has any funds. Not a single big company is hiring. Even if a few blockchain positions are available, it is with people with 5 years of experience, 6 years of experience working in either blockchain or in backend development. Which you guys are freshers, you guys are not having that. So blockchain is one of the worst departments that you can get into at any particular point of time right now, especially right now itself. Okay, roadmap for AI. First of all, I will suggest against a roadmap for AI. I suggest a roadmap for data science, which will include a roadmap for AI itself. Okay. How can we become a campus ambassador? In the attendance form itself, we ask for like if you want to become a particular citizen of DevTown itself, you can just fill that up. Okay. Okay. There is any chance for cybersecurity? Cybersecurity has decent placements, okay, but वही है कि the placement ratio that we have seen is not that great. 84% placement ratio we are having at DevTown, whereas in full stack we have 100% placement ratio, and in data science we have 98% placement ratio. Full cybersecurity, the major problem is that I always tell my students, you want to enter into cybersecurity, first learn full stack entirely, get a job, then start learning about cybersecurity, and then go into a particular field. That is usually what. Are you working full time for DevTown or working anywhere? So I don't work full time for DevTown. I only invest 2-3 hours in the evening for DevTown itself. In the morning, I have my own like I go to a job. I work right over there. Right now, I'm on a holiday actually. So in the morning, I'm actually traveling. I'm coming to Delhi. I'm in Delhi right now. I'm at my parents' place. I'm actually going to Finland on 13th morning. So I'm not available right over there. So I'm going to Finland right over there. So it is going to take me some time. So yeah. Okay, guys. So we will end the class right over here. The attendance is already taken up. I've already taken up the attendance, guys. For those who have missed on the attendance, please come to the class on time. There's nothing else I can do about it. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. We'll meet in our tomorrow's class and continue from right over there. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Bye, guys. Bye bye. Bye bye.